Welcome to the Beauty Lounge podcast. We are your hosts, Andrea.
And Gladys.
We will be covering beauty, business, and real talk.
We will have special guests like our instructors and business owners joining us and our students sharing their experience.
Thank you for joining us. Make sure to subscribe for new episodes.
Let's get started.
Hi guys, I am your host, Drea, and we are back with our, I believe, 7th episode. And today we have our instructor, Myrna. So she is a licensed cosmetologist for like 12 plus years. She's gonna tell you guys. So help me welcome Myrna.
Hi guys.
So right before we start our podcast, we want to do something different. Trying to make it a little bit fun. That way it's not just us talking. Because I know in podcasts, since this like basically records your breathing, everything, we cannot play music. So I wanted to do like a game. It's gonna be a segment. I'm gonna show you a picture, and I want you to guess who it is. Okay? Are you ready?
Show the camera first.
Okay. So I'll start with this one. So this is what I'm gonna show her. Okay, guys? So who is this?
Gladys.
Oh. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, wait.
Perfect.
Let me see. Who is this person?
Vanessa.
Oh, wow. And who is this person? Oh, wait.
I don't recognize that one.
Girl.
Tati?
Yeah, it's Tati.
Oh, no.
And last but not least, who is this person right here?
Rachel.
Yes. So the team doesn't really see each other, but I just wanted to see how well you knew us. So tell us a little bit about yourself, if you want to introduce yourself to our audience.
Hi, I'm Myrna. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I've been a licensed cosmetologist for going on about 17 years now.
Wow, and I'm over here saying 10.
Yeah, no, because my daughter was about 1.5 and she's gonna be 20 now. So so yeah, it's quite a few years now. I've done all kinds of stuff like in the hair industry because of that, because it's been so many years. But yeah.
So how old were you when you started?
I don't remember, like 20, in my early 20s. I don't want to say.
So what got you into being a cosmetologist? Like, what made you say, this is what I want to do? Or
Well, my mom has been doing hairstyling since I was like 8 or something. So I've always kind of seen it and been around it. And I guess it kind of sparked like an interest in me. And when I was about 15 or so, like I really started getting into it because I started dyeing my own hair. And I started like experimenting with my friends' hair, like dyeing their hair and stuff. And yeah, I've always kind of been into it. But my mom having her business just like kind of made it easier for me to do it.
And do you specialize like on dyeing hair, or what is your specialty? Give them a little bit feedback of your background, and because I know she was showing me, I was updating the website, and she basically like sent me her resume, and I was like, damn girl, I did not know you had it like that. So tell them. I was like this. Hold on. I'm all.
So yeah, I've worked in quite a few salons because I never really like knew what I wanted to do until I started. I knew I wanted to do hair, but I didn't know what I wanted to do in hair, because there's like men's haircuts, there's women's cuts, there's color, there's styling, there's all kinds of stuff, and I really didn't like the cutting part of it because you get like so full of hair, and I didn't like it. But I really enjoyed the coloring and the styling. So when I figured that out, I started to find places that would specialize in just that, so I wouldn't have to do the other stuff. And one of the places that I found was Disneyland, because you could just do styling there. And I thought that was pretty cool, because to me, styling is like sculpting but with hair, you know? Because you're like literally sculpting hair. And so I did that for a while, and it was like great training. It's like 3 months of training.
Wow.
And yeah, it's quite a bit. And so it was really cool. I feel like I learned a lot. And I really enjoyed that. And after that, I did a few other salons that specialize in styling, and one salon that specialized in styling and coloring, but only no cutting, no like
So
anything
you
else.
don't cut hair, or
Not really, no.
what about like if a girl tells you trim my hair?
I could do that.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I could do trims and layers and stuff, but like doing like a taper or like a fade or something, I can't do that. Like
Rachel wants a
that's
fade.
like
Just kidding.
no, that's like so hard. But and I think because I didn't like it, I didn't try to like learn it more, you know? But I really enjoy styling and coloring. So I've continued looking for like salons that specialize in that. And so I worked in a salon like that for a while. And then I was also starting to do freelance. And that was pretty cool because I got to do all kinds of jobs, like from a runway show to like different recordings to just meeting like random, like really like talented people. And that was pretty cool. But then I got into teaching, and like I really enjoyed teaching, and I was doing teaching and the freelance, but then I got pregnant, and then I stopped for a while doing like almost everything. I was just doing I was just doing like freelance like here and there, and like just my regulars.
What is your favorite thing to do in hair overall?
Overall styling? Styling's my favorite.
You like styling better than dyeing?
Yeah.
I was thinking on the way here, I'm like, how come? Because I feel like, the girls that do like the voyage, they do so well. You never got into that? Like the.
Yeah, I know how to do it, and I do it on some clients, but like I don't know, it's just like so cool to see someone like come in with like regular hair and then style it, and just like make it so much prettier. But like the same with color, like I really enjoy doing color. I do a lot of color
So if
actually.
somebody wants to book you, obviously we're gonna put your Instagram. Do you still promote like dyeing hair or no?
Yeah.
And then you're based off where?
In Azusa.
Okay.
Yeah, right now that's where I'm working. But for hairstyling, I travel like all over the place.
What's the farthest you've traveled?
The farthest was where was that city? Santa Barbara, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever
that's
been
pretty
out of
far.
state to travel?
No.
No.
Yeah, not that far. No, Palm Springs I think was the farthest. I don't know
So
what's
what
farther.
is your
Santa Barbara's farther. Yeah.
what is your favorite hairstyle to do, or like because I know there's makeup artists and hairstylists that focus on, like me for example, I would rather do curls than do an updo. Do you have a specific like style that you prefer to do, or
Well, if it's like a downdo, I really love waves. I love doing waves as opposed to like regular curls. But for an updo, I love doing like big buns, like nice
Really?
big buns. Yeah,
why?
because I think they look so pretty and like flattering to have like a nice big bun, and like I just think they're so pretty.
I know that hair is so people are like intimidated by hairstyling, because I've noticed like times, like for example this year that we did the Santa Ana High School prom, this was our second year attending, and we were like, okay, we took a bigger team, we were more prepared, but from the team most of them were doing makeup, and there was maybe like 5 girls doing hair, but every single person that was showing up wanted their hair done, and everybody was like, no, no.
Come on, students! There's so many students.
So why do you think people are intimidated by styling hair?
I'm not sure. Like, I'm so intimidated by makeup, so I don't know. Like, Hair seems like so much easier to me, but everyone's different, and I'm not sure why it's so intimidating, you know?
That's why I always tell the girls that, they're starting a career, that I think it's a good idea to, start with hair, because everybody always wants either you to do like their hair and makeup, or makeup artists like to work with a hairstylist. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of like makeup artists that they have tried hair, but they're like, no. So they like bringing like their hairstylist along, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you want to let them know a little bit about what you cover in the course?
Yeah, we get started from beginning to like more advanced techniques. We learn braids, we learn updos, we learn waves, we learn curls, we learn different types of buns. And yeah, we learn all kinds of stuff to make you ready to do any like bridal party or quinceañera or just any like party, festive hair. Um,
We also go over
we also go
sanitation.
over sanitation and yeah, like we try to prepare you to be ready in the real world, you know, and sanitation is definitely part of that and but yeah.
Yeah. Um, let's see. What else should we ask? Are you planning on doing any workshops in 2024, or what are like
I
your
hope to,
plans?
yeah. I'm not sure what the best way to go about it is, like maybe doing a poll or something like that, but I would definitely like to find out like what styles you guys want to learn so that I can do more workshops because I love doing workshops. Workshops are fun.
Do you ever like do continuing education, or how do you stay on top of like, because you know how like the hairstylings, there's always new styles coming out, or there's certain styles that hit more in the years. For example, last these past 2 years, like the half up dramatic for the quinceañeras. So what is how do you prepare yourself for like the new ones? Because I know you're more of like, you've been in the game for so long. So what is
Well,
something
I
that
like
keeps
to
you?
practice on people. Like, I'll see a style and I'll like kind of break it down in my head and I'll ask people if I can like practice it on them. I'll also watch videos. I'll take classes. Also, you know, because it's good to continue to take classes even if you're like a professional or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
you should always take classes. But yeah, like taking classes online and not so much in person. I like doing them online because I could go at my own
But isn't
pace
it better to
and
do
I
it in
can,
person
well, yeah, because you can ask questions, you
and
know?
actually, yeah.
Yeah, but I just haven't had a chance recently.
So we do our audience is basically like students, graduates. I think some of our friends also watch us. A lot of people, I feel like they don't know that hair is not cheap, because you know how like
Yeah.
sometimes they think like, oh hey, do my hair and just let me pay $40 or $50. Um, let's tell them a little bit more on why, they should price more. Maybe somebody that's watching used to do hair and is no longer doing it because of the pricing. What are your thoughts and opinions on that? Like, what do you think people
Well,
should start?
everything's going up, you
Yeah,
know? Like products are expensive. And if you want like a high-end product, you're going to have to pay more. So, if you want your hairstyle to last, you want your hairstyle to look good and not be flaky, not be, you know, like to be a good, you have to get good products. But to get good products, you have to spend more money. So, in order to make a profit, you have to charge a little bit more. So, it all depends like what you want. If you don't mind cheap products, then you can charge less, but you're not going to get the same result as if you're using better products.
that's true. That is 100% true. I think that for sure for hair, nobody should be charging 50 and under,
Yeah.
even if you're just starting, because like the hairspray now,
It's
one
so
bottle is like,
expensive.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then sometimes the person's hair, if like for example me, that I had the keratin treatment on my hair, and well, obviously it's falling off now, it's harder for me to curl my hair now.
Yeah.
So now it's like obviously if I were to style my hair by somebody, they're gonna struggle a little bit more to keep the curls.
Probably need to use more
Yeah.
product.
So for sure, like what would be like a start price that you would advise them to start?
I think starting at around 65 or 75 is good. And then as you get more experience, as you start to get your clientele, you can start to add more from there. But definitely don't sell yourself short, you know? Like, try to get the most you can for like your work because your work is important and like what you're doing is a lot. And even though like some people are like, oh, it's just styling, like
Yeah.
it's not. There's a whole science to it. So, and you guys go to class for that, so definitely
And not
like get
only
your
that,
money's
sometimes like
worth.
the person's hair, people have different hair types. Sometimes it's too thick, so it lasts a little bit longer. Sometimes it's too thin.
Yeah.
So, we definitely now also cover that, the different hair types,
Oh
because
yeah.
I think it's very important. Because then you go out to an appointment, you're like, oh my God, her hair is not curly. Because sometimes people get confused and they think because you are a hairstylist that you need to make that hair last all night.
Yeah, but there's so many factors that go into it. There's weather, like not even just your hair, there's weather, you know, if there's too much humidity, your curls are going to fall or your hair is going to frizz up. So sometimes there's like factors that we can't even control, but we can try our best to like guard the hair against it with hair product. But yeah, there's so much that goes into it.
Yeah. So what is the most clients you've done in one day?
I think the most was one time that I worked with this one company. We did a like a runway show and it was 12 girls.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was fast because they needed to be ready and then they came backstage and then they needed to be like a quick change again. And yeah, it was a lot. It was 24 girls total and it was two of us. So, it was crazy. It was
And
fun though.
where you guys were like styling their hair, or what were you guys doing to it?
Yeah, styling it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they wanted a slicked back like with volume and like really
Talk
smooth. Oh,
it.
they wanted a slicked back with volume and really smooth.
um,
But
have you had any crazy client stories?
I've been pretty lucky when it comes to that. I haven't had too many crazies. One time I had a crazy mother-in-law that just I think she wasn't sure how she wanted her hair and she like we did one style and she wasn't happy with it and we did another, she wasn't happy with it and then she finally like somebody else came over and they brought it all down and then we did another style on her and then finally she was happy with it, but I think she just wasn't sure what she wanted. So that was like it wasn't crazy necessarily, it was more like hard and annoying, you know.
Yeah.
But I've been pretty lucky. Most of my clients are pretty like I style them,
So
we're
what
done.
makes you like be lucky? Do you just like when you show up to an appointment, do you just like talk less, or what do you think, is make because I know for me, I always get the clients that like I don't take many clients, but when I do, something always happens.
I want okay, so I don't know. Is it because you're free or like because sometimes
Oh
you
yeah,
don't,
that's
you
true.
know? Because if like
Yeah,
they
sometimes I do not charge, or I'll be like, just give me whatever, and then that's when the problem comes in. Or I'll say I'll try to work with people's budgets. So for sure, that is probably one thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
like I think when you go in knowing you're paying a certain price, like you kind of and I talk to my clients a lot beforehand. Like we do consultations like DMs or like text, but I talk to them a lot and I send pictures back and forth and figure out like what they want that day. I ask them for pictures of their hair so I get an idea of their hair type and how much hair they have because that really goes into play when you're
yeah,
styling.
that's true.
And so I talk to them a lot. So that day when I get there, it's like I already know them because I've been talking to them a lot, and I already know what they want. I already know what I need to do. So I think maybe they feel comfortable because I go in knowing like, you know, like just doing So maybe it makes them feel more confident.
And then any advice to somebody that maybe needs help with promotion? How do you market yourself to get clients?
Well, I use a lot of Instagram and like word of mouth, but I also work with an agency. So if you're able to get like with an agency, that's the best because they give me work, you know?
What type of agency?
It's hairstyling. It's like an app.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And so they get like all the appointments and then they ask me like if I'm available for to take a certain appointment and then I can either accept it or deny it.
And do they put the rates for you or you put your own rates?
They put the rates. Yeah, but the rates are pretty good. So that's why I'm okay
And you
with
need to
it.
be licensed to get that?
You need to be licensed. Yeah.
Oh.
That's the only
So
thing.
there is a lot of resources. I know social media is a free resource where if you don't have your license and you're just styling, you could also do reels, do content. I think that once people DM you for appointments, that already makes you, like you made it because it's easier. Also, I think it's important to always, post your availability,
Yeah.
the bookings, the travel fee, and all that stuff.
Yeah, post a lot, post lots of pictures. Like, that's your portfolio. You want people to see, like, what you can do.
Yeah, that's true. Well, this is about it for the podcast because we will be having class today. So let us know, if you guys want to know anything else about Myrna and comment. And also let us know if you guys want us to switch anything up and anything you want to say to them before you leave.
Thanks for having me. If you guys want to look me up on Instagram. We can talk. We can make appointments, or I can give you guys pointers. Come to class.
Yes. And if you already took a course and you have your additional classes, come back and visit us.
Yeah, I love when people come back to visit or to take a class.
Or even as a model, we're always looking for
Oh,
models.
yes, please.
She's like, yes. Okay, guys, thank you and tune in for our next podcast.